Hi, it's Vesa here, and winter season's upon us, which means snowboarding. So if you've ever wanted to get into snowboarding and you didn't really know what type of equipment you need, we're going to talk about that today. So basically, you need a board, bindings, boots, and that's your basic setup. Okay, so when you're looking for a snowboard, there are two general types of snowboards out there. You have a cambered snowboard and you have a rocker snowboard. A cambered snowboard is the traditional snowboard that's been around for a real long time, where basically means the tip and tail are on the ground, and if the board's sitting flat, you have an arch. Well, what's come out in the recent years is a rockered snowboard, where it's either flat between your feet and then everything kind of swoops out to the tips, or they can pivot from the center and out. So there's a bunch of different types of rockers, and these different technologies cater to the different types of snowboarding that you want to do. Okay, cambered snowboard would be typically used for an all-mountain scenario where you're kind of riding down the hill, hitting the park, hitting deep snow, and the feel from the board that you want is a real responsive feel. So if you're putting in a turn and you want that real aggressive pop in coming out of the turn, you're going to look for a cambered board, and that's like I said before, that's the traditional style of snowboards used to be. Now if you're looking for a rockered snowboard, this is going to be basically used in either real deep snow or a terrain park setting if you really like to hit a lot of rails and hit the deep snow, because with the rocker the tips of the snowboard will stay up and float in the snow and give you a little bit of flotation. When you're snowboarding, you know, you're out in the cold, out in the elements, you need to stay protected from it. So a lot of things that you'll need to protect yourself is you can either have a face mask that's going to keep your face warm, you can have goggles, gloves, winter hats, and a really good base layer to start things off. So based on the type of riding you want to do, if you're deep snow, real cold, there's a whole assortment of different gloves that will suit your needs. You can have a springtime glove, which is thinner and you can feel the board more, or you can have a real solid leather insulated glove that's going to keep you warmest on the coldest days. Snowboard bindings, they're the key essential feature to keep your feet on the snowboard. They come in a whole different sorts styles, and they again cater to the style of snowboarding you want. They make ones that are for all mountain carving, or a little bit lighter and flexier ones for the kids that really like to ride the park and the rails. One key item that you really need if you're starting out snowboarding, I would recommend a helmet. It's required if you're going to ride any type of terrain park, but safety on the hill when you're learning, I really recommend having a helmet to get going. So snowboard boots, to me this is the most important piece of riding gear that you'll have. The more comfortable your feet are, you know, the better your day is going to be. If you have warm, dry feet, you're going to have so much more fun as compared to, you know, a wet, cold foot. And while we're talking about feet and boots, what goes inside the boots is also just as important. If you have a real decent set of moisture wicking socks, that will add to the comfort level on the day. And your outerwear is a very important feature too. This will protect you from the elements, from any wind, snow, rain, depending on when you're riding in the season. So make sure you have a solid jacket that's well insulated, and really wear layers. You don't want to just wear the bulkiest thing out there. You want to dress in layers, and you'll stay a lot more comfortable on the hill. One last important thing is when you have your snowboard set up, make sure you remember to get a safety leash. All resorts require one, and you must have it on there. It's just to protect you and others from the hill in case your snowboard runs away on you. Safety leash will keep it along with you.